Wine is simply two ingredients. The first, the grapes, and the overlooked partner, the wood, that is, the oak in which it ages. We're at the world's largest cooperage. Francois Freres, a century-old barrel maker thriving in the heart of the art of winemaking regions, Burgundy. Their legendary handmade process is known throughout the world, and wineries from Burgundy to South Africa use their barrels. Arnaud Orsay de Segas, the sales manager for France, guides us through a lesson on barrels.
Whereas a barrel is a complement to the quality of the grape, so we have a lot of pressure on us to make the very best.
Walking through this cooperage, it's evident that barrel making hasn't changed much in the past couple thousand years. The Romans invented the barrel to store their precious grape juice in the 3rd century. Today, many rules are the same. It's about working closely with nature and following 3 basic steps.
Basically, there's 3 important things into barrel making, which is the quality of the oak you buy, then the seasoning, and then the toasting.
Francois oak is harvested during the winter from the Tronçais forest, an area planted by the Colbert minister of Louis XIV. According to Arnaud, all French oak is harvested in 4 forests, protected by the National Office of Forests. These trees were planted in the late 17th century as material for the Napoleonic Wars, specifically for shipbuilding. Today, the wine world benefits from this plantation. After the quality oak is chosen, the next step is seasoning.
You might have seen when you're coming a lot of wood lying out, just not because we have a lack of room, it's because it's very important that the wood stays outside for at least 2 years to get the sun, to get the rain, and to dry gently. That allows to rinse the arch and green tannins you find naturally in the wood.
The cooperage is surrounded by 10 acres of piled wood. After the wood has been harvested, it's tiered and then sunbathed for roughly 2 years, or the length of time determined by each winery. Even at the beginning stages, the process is all customized. Each pellet equals 10 barrels, with a monetary value of €4,000. Wineries around the world go to Francois early to claim their wood years before they even receive their barrels. Before the wood is toasted, it goes through a meticulous chopping process to create staves, or planks of wood. The wood is cut by skilled coopers, people who know and respect the medium. They follow the rings, ensuring the impermeability of the barrel. The size of the staves depends on what the final size of the barrel will be.
When the toasting, all the barrels are made according to an order. So when a winemaker asks for a barrel, he chooses first the shape of the barrel. So our goal is to define and determine what is the real need of each winery.
Once the wood is cut, it becomes a rose. This just means the staves are assembled in 3 rings and the barrel rises up. The rose is then placed on small fires for toasting, once again customized, whether it's a light, medium, medium plus, or heavy toast, which translates as wine wheel descriptions of hints of vanilla, yeasty, buttery, or nutty. After this, the barrels are capped and piled, ready for delivery. Once these barrels have done their job of aging the world's wines for 2 to 3 years, they retire to the old man's drink, fine single malt whiskey. Barrels are retoasted and sent to Edinburgh to age whiskies for 3 to 12 years, a relatively new trend in the cooperage world. If not used in aging whiskey, the barrels are also used for finishing whiskies, giving them that extra touch of Chardonnay or Pinot Noir. Today in the artistic center of the wine world, the art of barrels is still carried on. From its beginnings of the Romans' utilitarian answer for the need to store wine, not much has changed in the making process, except perhaps that the barrels are given a second life, with whiskey.